they look like crap because they're in a really bad spot, and I'm a horrible welder, and I farm like a welder and weld like a farmer, but that's who I am. We today are going to start the process for the funnels. We're gonna start putting some stuff back together. I got a little project back here that's really just gonna kind of, yeah, let me show you. So somewhere in the process, this was a work truck, and they have 3 pretty good sized holes that I'm going to clean up, and I'm going to weld. I'm gonna cut some deals. I got a hole saw. I'm gonna go cut some pieces out of an old bed, and I'm going to weld them in there as best I very well can, and clean them up, and then we're gonna do some other stuff, and I'm gonna do, hold on, I'll show you here too. So, in the process of being a work truck, there's 6 of these squash nuts in here, and they've got that cut up, and I think I'm going to take a little time and do a little cleaning up of these holes also. Also, I gotta clean up this mess. I gotta take that 4-wheel drive shift deal out. I know a guy that's got a plastic welder. I don't know if he can help me. Well, plastic weld some of them holes, fix this thing back up a little bit, because it was obviously a work truck for somebody somewhere. So I've got it going. Actually, it's dead right now. It's deader than a doornail. So I've got to do some fixing on that. Got to get it up and running and stuff, and then we're gonna do some. I'm gonna get it over there to the shop. We're gonna get it close to the welder. We're gonna get those things welded up. We'll get those holes welded up on the transmission tunnel. I've ordered a dipstick because I found an oil leak. I guess I didn't find it. It was leaking oil when I fired it up and was just running it with the front end facing down, and was watching somebody else's YouTube the other day, and they're talking about the dipstick leaking, and I thought, that dipstick is actually a piece of junk. So I ordered a new tube because the tube is also broke, the holder's broke, and I've ordered a new dipstick to go with it. So that'll be here soon. I'm gonna fix that. And all right, so like in typical fashion, I wasn't able to, it looks like crap, but what I was trying to do was fill those holes in. So what I did was put a piece on the bottom, and I just welded from the top. I was gonna weld them on the bottom, and honestly got looking at it going, might just be easier just to fill the holes in. So they look like crap because they're in a really bad spot, and I'm a horrible welder, and I farm like a welder and weld like a farmer, but that's who I am. So I at least sealed the holes up. You can, let's see. You can no longer see through those holes that somebody cut. That was my main goal. So the other thing I figured out in all this is they cut this back piece, which it does make a difference in noise. So I'm gonna have to buy me a new one of these. So in their haste to get all the equipment in here, they cut these. I wasn't thinking, and I got realizing that they literally had cut that out. So I'm going to see if I can find a new one of those and get it all put back in place where it's supposed to be, because it's all cut up, which covers these vent deals in the back, these little louver things in the back, which obviously will help prevent some of the noise and some of the windage that you get inside here. So there you go. And then a carpet kit would be a really great thing. So we're gonna see what we can do about finding one of those. Okay, one of the other stupid little projects I had to do was to try and figure out how to get this door to open up, and guess what? After fiddling around with it, I guess the WD-40 I sprayed all over it before it went to Washington must have done the job, because it now locks, unlocks, and now it works.
Yippee, yippee,
So I can put the door back together. Yay! Oh my gosh. You gotta sometimes just accept your little wins, right? Yeah, you gotta take your little wins with your, yeah, I'm happy. Oh my gosh, so Miguel and I got, okay, so you remember I took the Can-Am to Arizona, right? So I took it and we took it out, and honestly one day I took it out one round, and it started overheating, started giving me a fit. So I didn't really drive it again, but it's like I got it over here and Brent took it out and it was leaking water and everything. Miguel and I have been working pretty steady on it. I worked before I left. I didn't tell you I went on vacation, but I went on my wife's vacation. Anyway, so we worked on that, and we finally got that done. It's our project this week. We're steaming a little because we washed it pretty good. But so Miguel and I have been doing. Let me show you. So yeah, I'm steaming a little right now because we washed everything, and but I had it running for like 10 minutes now, and I have not hit hot. So we cleaned up, and we're gonna put all the pieces back together. We didn't film it because honestly, I didn't know what we were doing, but we had to, this is really weird. Can-Am is really, really weird. This is the radiator cap. The radiator's up here in the front. So in order to get the air bubbles out, you have to tip the thing up on end. On the front end, you gotta tip the front end. The front end goes up, and then you run the water back to the motor because the motor's back here. So you have to work the air bubbles out. Well, I didn't know that. Brent looked at it on the internet. We figured it out. And so that's one more project we got done this week. Got some of my stuff on my truck fixed. We got this fixed. It's back and running. We've got one of his four-wheelers fixed. I'm going to do we're gonna get a piece of we're gonna start doing some plastic welding. And I gotta repair some of these that are broke. He's got some broke pieces on his for his Sportsman and all that. So we're having a pretty good day. I don't know why that's still steaming, but we're gonna continue going down this road. Me and Miguel. I am working for Brent again, by the way. Don't know if I told you, but he did say he's got a little bit of work for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the work he's got. And honestly, you're gonna see a lot of Miguel, I'm thinking, because he's gonna be my partner. Okay, now the fan came on. That's what I was waiting on. So he's gonna be my partner for a while doing some stuff. And hey, so I'm working, I got money. Hopefully I got money so we can put in on that King of the Hammers build, because that's like the big thing. I gotta get my truck up and running, then we gotta do the King of the Hammers. So, all right, I'll get back with you. And as the French say, et voila. And there's Miguel, he said, voila. We got the seats in. So we're putting the bolts in, and we basically got it all back together. And it is running. So Can-Am has a system that you can actually buy to fill your radiator so that it can bubble back again. Basically, it's just it's literally this is our redneck version. They have with a hose on it, and it goes down into the cap and all that. So we redneck versioned it, and you know what? It did a freaking heck of a job, man. We I guess you'd call it Southern engineered it, buddy. Southern engineered it. We got her done. The heat came on, the fan came on, and it turned off. So we fixed it. Weirdest thing ever, honestly. The little filler bottle, hang on, I gotta show you something that's kind of, well, no, I put the parts back on. The little filler bottle actually had lost a washer somehow. I hadn't taken it out, so I don't know who it was. But so everything was pushing back when it was trying to recirculate everything. It was pushing out the filler bottle, the overflow, most people would call it. Can-Am calls it a filler bottle, which I don't buy that. But anyway, so the excess. So, hey, got it done. We're gonna have it up and running. Next thing we gotta work on is some welders, because I got some welding I gotta go out and do on a chisel plow. And geez, I think that's about it for this week. And then hopefully we'll get working on my truck maybe this weekend. So, hey, let's see what happens.